Hi everyone, so in this video I have an interesting feature that I'm going to show you that you can bring from this watch to that watch. I have the Galaxy Watch Ultra from 2024 here, and then obviously the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic, which was released in the summer of 2025. Now if you're used to Samsung watches, you'll probably know all about the features and everything that they can do, but usually there is one feature that they have on the Ultra versions that they don't bring to the Classic. Now, if you've used the Watch 5 Pro before, or if you've used the Ultra, you'll know that the features are almost really same between the two watches. You know, there isn't anything that really differentiates other than the hardware, like build material and the design and look and feel of it. Inside, they're really almost the same, but there is one difference though. So like I was saying, if you've used the Watch 5 Pro before, and if you've used this one before, and then if you've gone on to the Watch 6 Classic, for example, or this one, there is one feature that they only reserve for the Ultra versions. And in this video, I want to show you how you can actually bring that onto this watch as well. Since now both the watches are running Wear OS 6 and running the One UI 8, they're virtually the same watch now in terms of the features. All the features that we had on the Watch 8 Classic, if you remember the vascular load, they've all now come onto the Watch Ultra since this was updated to the Wear OS 6.0 and One UI 8. So basically, other than the hardware, the physical differences, really two watches are identical inside in terms of features. So let me just put this one away for 1 second, and I'm going to show you here on this one what that feature is that I'm talking about. So obviously Samsung makes this watch as a premium watch, and the purpose of this watch is for expedition and in outdoor settings and people doing things like hikes. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's that feature that I'm talking about. So one feature that this watch has, I find it really useful, and I miss it when I go back to the Classic, that they don't always include on the Classic or any of the other Samsung Galaxy watches. So what this feature does is gives you ability to sort of import GPX files, and you can actually track a particular route that you're interested in, whether you're cycling or hiking or walking a route. You can have that on there, and then you can walk that route, and then you can also reverse walk that route as well. So let me show you, for example, I downloaded something here. So this is just an example of a route that I just downloaded from the Samsung's Health. You have a map like that, and then you've got this, you see this option here, reverse route. So by the way, in terms of how you find that, so if you, for example, say, if you decided to do a workout or something and you want to do, say I'm doing walking, so I connect. Obviously I'm indoors now, so it's not going to connect, but just to give you an example, so I can do a walk now, and then as I do my walk, I can do this Trackback. Tap here to get navigation guidance back to your starting point during a workout. So say, for example, you were walking somewhere and it's not a route you're familiar with, and so this is when it's really handy. This will sort of allow you to trace that route that you just done back and guide you. It's really, really good. And this watch is one of the features that this one has that I really, really like. In my case, I tend to find useful, like for example, if I've parked my car somewhere, and usually if it's a strange place where I'm not familiar, and sometimes I may forget where I parked the car, and what I do is I'll park my car and I'll set my walk from there, as I say, as a GPS walk to wherever I'm going to, and then I stop that walk. So basically that walk's track is there, it's on my Samsung Health. And then from the phone, I can just then save that walk. And then now I can, on my watch, set it to reverse walk that same path. So for example, I'm gone, wherever I've gone, I can now go back from there. And this will guide me to the point where my car was parked. So in my case, this is what I use it for mostly. And I find it really useful. It's just a nice feature to have as well. But it's even more important if you are doing a lot of outdoor activities, cycling, hiking and walking, and you want to use that feature. But I know a lot of people want to download their own routes. There isn't any way to do that on the Watch 8 Classic or any of the other non-Ultra watches. You can do it on Watch 5 Pro. So, so the ability to download your own maps from Google Maps or anything like that, and then have them on your watch and then do that route is really, really useful. And the other way to get this as well is there is a tile that you can get from your tiles option. So if you can see, if you go to activity, you will find like a route. So, and what it does is actually, if you tap here, you can see the various hikes or various routes that you may have tracked. Example one, I'll show you that, or like there's some others. And then here you've got some options about routes. So this is a test one. So you see where the map is here now. If I had said reverse route, it's going to change to over there. Okay, and then I can start that. It's just a test, like I say. And if I were to start this, let's see what happens. So obviously it's trying to get the GPS. It probably won't do because I'm indoors. And then you've got all the other options. So I've already activated this feature here, so I can show you how it works. But before I do that, I want to actually go through the setup with yourselves, so you can actually see how it's done and activate the same feature on your Galaxy Watch Classic or Galaxy Watch 8 you have. Any watch from Watch 4 and onwards, you should be able to bring this feature over to your watch, if that's what you're interested in. I mean, for me, this completes the Classic, really, to be honest, because everything else, like I said, besides the hardware, everything, software, everything else is the same now. There isn't a feature that's on the Ultra that isn't here. For everything here. So it's just really makes it a complete watch from that point. So in order to actually activate this, let's go through the steps now. Follow along. And if you have any problems once you've gone through all the steps and it's not working or something like that, let us know in the comments and we'll be able to hopefully guide you on that one. So the first thing you have to do is you have to open Samsung Health on your watch. So all the steps here will be done on the watch, okay? Nothing to do on the phone. So Samsung Health, open Samsung Health. You can see all of your health features. Scroll right to the bottom until you find settings, okay? Now tap on settings, and then what you want to do is you want to then scroll down to where it says this option here, share data with devices and services, okay? So we tap on that one. Okay, and then you have a couple of options here. Exercise machines. So these are connected devices, exercise machines, third-party apps. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap on exercise machines. Once we are here on this screen, the exercise machine, you're going to just tap a bunch of times on this one. And then you see developer mode false. Okay, it's saying false because I've already activated that feature on my watch. So this is enabling the developer mode. Now go back to Samsung Health settings, and so we're on the settings screen now. Now you see we've got two new features here, which you won't have on your watch unless you've done what I just showed you. Okay, it's really simple steps. So you see you got feature and you got developer menu. Now the first time when I did this, these two features didn't show up. If that happens to you, if you don't see these features immediately, just go completely out and then go back into the Samsung Health. So what we're going to do next is we're going to click on the feature. Then on this screen here, your rotating bezel won't work anymore, I think, by the looks of it. So if you just scroll down, we want to find this feature, this option here called exercise test. So this one here, exercise test. So we'll click on it. And then you have all these options. So what we want to do is we want to now find GPX forced enable. So let's scroll down. Yep, GPX forced enable. See, I've already selected it because I've got it activated. So we tap on there. Once that's done, we'll get out of this one altogether now. So we're going to go to the watch settings screen now, and we're going to find apps. This one option here. Okay. So app setting, we're going to go there. And then we're going to go to apps list. Let's go there. And then you're going to go scroll down to Samsung Health. There, Samsung Health. So let's click on that. And then at the bottom, you see if you scroll further down, you have all these options here. Open, uninstall updates, force stop, clear data stuff, etc. So we're going to click on force stop. Okay. So if you force any app to stop, it may cause errors. So we'll just confirm this. Okay. And we're going to get out of this. Now, that's it, it's all done. So way to see if it's actually on your watch and it's working is a couple of ways. First thing you can do is you can do pretend you're doing a walkout, okay? So let's say walking. Just turn the GPS location on. Okay, if I were to tap on settings now you see I've got that option now. Trackback, I showed you on the Ultra before. So now, and if I were to tap on this, it will also go a little further and then you'll start tracking. Okay, so that shows it's working. Let me stop this altogether. And the other way to also know it's there on your watch now is you can go and add a tile now. So let's just add a tile. So if I were to add a tile here, I can go to all my tiles. If I go to activity, scroll down, you see now I've got this option route. So let's just put that one there, and now it's there. Now I have it on my watch. So if I go now, and that is there. And if I've previously done any routes on my other watches, it's synced on my Samsung Health, then they will show up here. So and if I were to click on this, and you see now that option is there now, and you can also reverse walk that route as well, or cycle or hike or whatever you're doing. And then all the other ones as well that I was showing earlier, they're all here now. So for example, this one I was showing earlier, I could now do the same here. I can try and walk this if I wanted to, and it's the same now. When the GPS is found, obviously it's indoors and most probably won't find it. Once it's found, you can literally just walk it now, walk the route. And if I wanted to, in terms of the trackback option is there, all of the usual options are all there now. So we've added a really useful feature onto our watch now. Now the next thing I want to show you in relation to this is how you can go about adding a GPX to your watch. So for this part, you need the phone, and on your phone, if you go into your Samsung Health app, and if you went to, say, your workouts this week, so when you come to your screen where you've done a walk, you see if you tap on the three dots here, now you have some additional options. You have the save route, and you have share route as a GPX file. So you can save this, you save on your folder, download folder I guess, and then you can use it. Or if you tap on share, again you can share it or you can save it like onto your device. Okay. Now, in order to actually get a GPS route onto your watch from your phone, obviously you have to have them on your phone. What you can't do is you can't download a GPX file directly from the watch. You have to download it via the phone. So if you download it on your phone, and you can go make one from the Google Map. So I downloaded one on my phone earlier, and I want to show you how you can bring this to your device. Okay, let's get out from here for a minute. Coming back to the watch. Okay, if I go to that tile I showed you earlier, yeah, this one, and if I tap on those three lines, dots, and if I scroll down to the bottom, you'll find there's two options. One, about routes, and the second one's add on phone. So that's not what you want. We want to tap on about routes, and then what happens, it pulls up this screen on your phone automatically, and from here you've got different things here. Look, route lets you follow a present course when you're cycling, hiking, running, and then you can create routes from your past workouts as well. What we want to do is here we want to import. So if you can tap on import, GPX files can be used to load routes from other exercise apps and wearable and websites. If I tap here, I downloaded this one from the internet earlier just to show. So currently, as you saw on my list of things here, I don't have this one, okay? So let's add this one on now. So I'm gonna select this, and these files are quite small, and I'm gonna say done. All right. So it's here showing that particular route and all the other information about it. Like I said, something just a test from the internet. On the next side, you can put, I guess, some more information. But if you scroll a bit more down, you can name that file whatever you want to call it. And then what you have to do is you have to select type of workout: bike, hiking, running, walking. So let's say bike, okay? And then now you can save it, okay? So let's press save, and again you got the reverse route option as well here. Okay, and then it gives you an option, choose where you want to start the workout, watch or phone. So I'd say watch, or you can say not now. You can have it and you can do it later. So actually, let's say not now. Okay, but select it for watch. Okay, so keep it on the watch and say not now. Immediately look, you had that little buzz that vibrated to indicate that it's here now. So that route is here now, and look. And now, let's move this out of the way. It's here, you see, and you can do the reverse route and everything here now. You can do a cycling, hiking, or whatever option you selected. That route is there now. So I hope you find this video useful, because for me this is a really good feature to have that I previously missed from the Galaxy Watch Ultra, because I've been going to change a couple of other watches, and I usually always missed not having this. Like I said, I don't really use it for any of these walks or runs or anything, but more like if I'm parking the car or something, or occasionally if I am walking somewhere and I don't really know the place, then that helps. So that was one of the features that this watch always had. The 5 Pro always had as well, and the Classics don't ever get it. Classics or any other Galaxy Watch series don't usually have it. But now, using this tutorial I just showed you, now you can have it on, bring it to any of your watch if that's what is useful for you. Then for me, it just makes just another good feature to have on the watch. I mean, it's got nearly everything now on this. There are multi-sport features as well that the Ultra has. To be honest, I don't really use this, but you can also bring that here as well. I could do another video for this, but for the time being, that was the most important one for me. So I've done that, and you've seen it all working now. And thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.
So that's all for today, guys. We hope you find the video helpful. If you have, please do give it a like and support us by subscribing. And don't forget to keep your notification bell on for our upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, do take care. Bye-bye.